You see this picture that is here now? This picture that you are looking at now? Yes. That's exactly what is trending right now. That the Northern Elders have met and said that they disagree with the Donald Trump and Americans' decision of dividing Nigeria. That the unity of Nigeria is sacrosanct, according to them. That they don't want division of Nigeria. But I'm confused here. I don't know if anybody can help me to understand their reason why they don't want Nigeria to split. I don't know. Let somebody tell me if you have, the knowledge of the reason why the Northern Elders. Now, in quote, Northern Elders. But bear this in mind. When you hear Northern Elders, don't be carried away. Don't think that the Northern Elders that, they are talking about here, that, it comprises the houses, the indigenous houses. No. These Northern Elders that we're talking about here now are the Fulanis. Yes, they are the Fulanis. They are not the indigenous houses. Okay? They are not. Even the Christian states in the north, or Christian communities in the north, their leaders are not involved in this. This is purely the Fulanis. But they don't want to come, clean and say, we or they, the Fulanis, doesn't want Nigeria to be splitted. And I'm thinking, could this be the reason why they are saying this at this time? I mean,
with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan, as somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated by those outside Nigeria. When there is a reprisal, it is not the Fulani man within Nigeria that causes it. It is that culture of getting revenge, which is embedded in the tradition of the Fulani man, that attracts reprisal from all over the world.
If I understand it, does that mean that those Fulani men who are maybe domiciled in other countries, who move around, they can come into the country and this plan will accommodate them as well?
Yes, that's what we want to do.
All right. I hope you have heard him now. You watched it. You heard what he said. That was former Bauchi State Governor who granted that interview. Do you hear what he said in that interview? He said that the Fulanese are global citizens. That anywhere they go, they become an indigenous of that place. If they find themselves, if they land in Enugu, they will become indigenous of Enugu State. They land in Abia State, they become indigenous of Abia. Any village at all they land, they find themselves in, they become indigenous of that place. Who does that? In which part of the world is that done? And that was why during the regime of Buhari collapsed our borders. He pretended and said that the borders were closed to stop importations and stuff like that. But the borders were open for him to bring in his brothers, his Fulani brothers. Now, I'm beginning to think that the reason why the so-called Northern Elders are now disagreeing with Trump and Netanyahu of dividing Nigeria is because of their Fulani brothers and sisters that are floated in Nigeria. Now, if Nigeria is being divided, no more grabbing of land, no more unaliving of people, and things like that. Okay? And things like that. Now, this is the reason why they don't want Nigeria now to be divided. That is all. But look at, the truth remains that Nigeria is never meant to be one in culture, in tradition, in language, even up to, dress code and dress pattern, in religion, and all the rest of them. Nigeria is never one. Look at the AFCON match that was just played. Because an Igbo guy missed the penalty, it was a problem. It was a problem. People were threatening the guy, make sure you don't come back. If you come back, we'll burn your papa house, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll buy you, and all the rest of them. Ronaldo, them, they do miss penalty. Messi, them, miss penalty. Pele, them, in their own time, missed penalty. Tell me, why was this guy's own a problem? Even though that's not what we're talking about. I'm just, kind of trying to give us the reason why it is very, very important that Nigeria is divided. Because the more Nigerians we try to force ourselves together, the more we destroy our lives. Yes. Let these Fulanis, let them come in from Futajel on anywhere they are coming in, and let them stay one side. Let them have their own country. I want to ask, will it not be big enough for the Fulani, Hausa Fulanis, and the Yaribas to form one nation? Would they not still be that giant of Africa? If that's their problem. Oh, there was this lady. There was this lady, very ugly thing that always, a Fulani ugly lady that always come out, in the social media to insult her generation, not the Igbos. Telling the Igbos that they don't contribute anything. They don't contribute anything in Nigeria. Now, you guys have been saying that the Igbos doesn't have anything. If they go, they will suffer. They will be in a gridlock. This one, that one. Why don't you allow them to go? Why don't you allow this Nigeria to be splitted? Let those people that will suffer, let them go and suffer. And let those people that will not suffer, let them stay in their own country and enjoy. Why? Oh, you are trying to remind the Igbos, emotional blackmail. You are trying to remind them, if you are going, will you carry your businesses in Kano State? Will you carry your houses? Will you carry your businesses in Abuja? Now your back, you will carry your market. What about your businesses in Lagos and your houses in Lagos? Will you carry them? Oh, just to play with their intelligence, play with their minds, for them to say, nah, true, we will remain now. Why don't you allow them now? Yes. Now tell me, how can an Igbo man and a Fulani man sit down in a meeting and have a conversation, a secret meeting that an outsider, a foreigner, will not hear and understand what they are saying? Is it possible? The answer is no. The answer is no. There's something applicable to a Yoruba person and a Fulani person. Can they have a smooth communication? The answer is no. Can you call a meeting and a Muslim will be in that meeting and a Christian will be in that meeting? Would that meeting flow? The answer is no. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is, in all ramifications, it is very obvious that Nigeria can never, ever be one. Nigeria can never be one. The best and the simplest thing to do now is to divide the country peacefully. Let people go their separate ways and have peace. Look at, we have over 6 million Nigerians in the IDP camps. These people that are in the IDP camps today for over a decade now, they had houses. They have their own place of origin. But now they have been displaced. Who is occupying their places? Who is occupying their villages? Who is occupying their houses? Who are the people there? That's the reason why these so-called Fulani elders now doesn't want Nigeria to split. Because they want to grab the land and grab up to the Atlantic Ocean. And have they asked themselves, how possible can this be? Now look at what Buhari did, which is exactly what is actually making this thing very difficult by now. Buhari brought them in, grant them pardon. They came in with their tools. He grant them pardon, flood them into the Nigerian army, into the Nigerian police, into the customs, into all the paramilitaries. He flooded them in there. And that is why up to tomorrow, Nigerian military can never defeat terrorism in Nigeria. Because who are the people in the military? Who are they? Okachukwu are the same people. Who are the people in the police? The same people. What about the mobile police? The same people. When you talk about all these military checkpoints that they spread all over Igbo land, who are the people in those checkpoints? They are Fulani terrorists, for crying out loud. Who doesn't know that? Who doesn't know that? Is it that people are afraid of saying the truth? And that's why I thank God, for my people, the Biafrans, that refused that IDP camp in pretense that they wanted to bring to Imo State, to Alibo, just to use that means to transport their terrorists to us. Yes. Otherwise, by now, we would have been hearing Muslim genocide in Nigeria, because that would have been their target. That is exactly what they would have been doing by now. And even when they do it, they will say, oh, it's the IPOB. But thank God.
Breaking news. The breakup of Nigeria is imminent. Yeah! Thank God though we won. And this news has sparked crazy debate on the internet. It has made the Northerners to just start going crazy. They're just like popcorns. You know when you put popcorn in fire, the way it's going to be burning. They are so angry. They don't want Nigeria to break up because they know what they are benefiting. They deceive the whole nation using that word, one Nigeria. Even the United Kingdom is not happy. I'm going to make a separate video about UK's reaction. It's an indirect reaction to that statement. Because remember, it is the UK that brought about this contraption that we call Nigeria by the merging of the northern and southern protectorate to form this illegal country called Nigeria, of which we have how many ethnic groups? So many ethnic groups, more than 200 ethnic groups and more than 200 languages. And we do not have anything in common with the Northerners. At least for Southeasterners, we don't have anything in common with Hausa people. We don't have anything in common with Fulani. We don't have anything in common with Yoruba. We don't have anything in common with anybody. So I think Nigeria needs to be divided at least into 4 countries. The northern Nigeria, middle belt as a country, southern Nigeria we divide into Oduduwa, that is Yoruba people, and then we the Biafrans can also have our own country. Anybody that wants to come with us, for those of, during the war, in terms of Biafra, we had the people from Akwa Ibom, Edo, Delta, all those states, river states, they were all part of Biafra. But now, due to ethnic divide and a lot of politics, most of them are saying that they are not Biafran. So any of you guys that want to be part of Biafra, that is fine. You don't want to be part of Biafra, that is your own cup of tea. You can go and form Niger Delta Republic. I've heard about that. You can go and form your own country, Niger Delta Republic. The good thing about everything in Nigeria is that every region have their own natural resources. Yes. The North have their gold in Nasarawa, even uranium. Even in the Middle Belt in Kogi, they have steel. They have a lot of other mineral resources in Kogi. Benue has a lot of that as well. In the Niger Delta, they have oil. In Southeast, we now have gas. Yes, the Southeast is the largest reservoir of natural gas in the whole of Africa. Yay! So we are not afraid of the breakup. It is the Northerners, for some reason, they are the ones that want this country together because they are not contributing anything, but they want the very best for themselves. The Northerners do not have oil in their place, but they want to benefit more than people from Niger Delta. And they are benefiting more than people from Niger Delta. So tell me why there should not be any division. Go to Niger Delta. Niger Delta is supposed to be like Abuja. Niger Delta that provides the oil that the whole country uses, supposed to be like Lagos and better than Lagos. But go there, it is all messed up. Pollution everywhere. The air is polluted, the water is polluted, the land is polluted, there is no infrastructural development, the whole place is neglected, and there is no employment. And then they'll go and do their politics, go and divide the financial resources of the country and give everything to Yoruba Lagos. Even though Lagos is no longer the capital of Nigeria, it is still treated as if it's the capital of Nigeria. They have their seaport there in Apapa. I said it before in an earlier video, but they don't want seaport of southern Nigeria to start functioning. It is just of recent that that of Ibeto started just in, I think it was November, December. And I'm encouraging our brothers and sisters in Lagos, start doing your business, your importation through Ibeto instead of through Apapa. And as a matter of fact, it's even closer to Onitsha or to Enugu or to wherever it is you are going to, instead of passing through Lagos. And I say this because I made a video and I was complaining about the bad state of Benin Onitsha Express Road. They have not done anything about it because that road leads to southeast. Any road that leads to southeast, they make sure they abandon it so that all of our goods will be falling on the floor using through the tipper. When you are coming back with your trailers, then your trailer will be falling down. So you see the marginalization and the bigotry and the wickedness against Igbo people in Nigeria, it is too much. And you tell me that this country will not divide. Why will it not divide? Please.
Welcome back. Nothing you can tell me. The people that are saying that Nigeria shouldn't divide are the Fulani elites, not even the Hausa. Like the Igbo people are saying here, they say that let them give them their own place today because they don't marginalize them and Hausa. The only people that I used to pity here are the Igbo and the Hausa. Those people will say they don't marginalize them too much because for inside the north now, not only the Hausa and them never control anything for them. Meanwhile, this Fulani that are here saying that Nigeria should not divide are the one who have been controlling. So if they are the one who have been enjoying, why would they want Nigeria to divide? Anything that you are benefiting for inside, you will not want that thing to be destroyed. Now that is why anytime the division of a thing is on board, they wouldn't want anything like that. Now they don't, they go back now, they follow back, go they talk to the US now allegedly, so that the US now will not forget this division of a thing. But I don't think the Igbos, the Hausa and some part of the Yoruba, where they say they don't enjoy this unity, go agree, because even the Niger Delta, now their own are even worst. Them that they marginalize them to pay them. No. You get this thing where they say now them supposed they enjoy and pass, but they know they enjoy and pass. This Niger Delta, they are saying not supposed, don't they, like Dubai and every other country like the Europe, but see the way their state and everything is, their own state is so backward. Even though now them get this oil where they say it therefore inside Nigeria where they not they develop their side. The only thing where they say okay, the north is lacking of is sense and every other thing. If not, when it comes to development, they know how to collect your own and use it to do their own side. Because if it go to their side now them their road good pass. If na road, give it to them. That is only what they knows how to do, and it is what that is coming from the south, this thing that they are collecting and many other things they are using it to do that thing there. So see, look at this thing now. If now you they get clearly that will you want this country to be separated? You will not want. That is just it. So now ABC una dey support these Fulani elite, seeing that they should not divide or do this. Make una reason una own matter well, because I think these northern people, they don't enter una well. That is all we can say here. And if you have anything to let us know now about this, drop it below. Thank you.